Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, if you haven't been here before. Today I wanted to talk about something that I'm very passionate about, and that is why you, watching this video right now, should start a book club. I've been in a book club for about 4 years now, and it's one of my favorite things to talk about. So welcome to my yap session about why you should start a book club too. If you're thinking to yourself, why would I want to do that? I like reading by myself. What if I told you reading with other people would be just as fun, and sometimes even more so? So without further ado, here are 5 reasons why you should start a book club. Number 1, you get to see your friends. The reason we started our book club is because, I don't know if you heard, but in 2020, there was this little thing called COVID-19, caused a mass global pandemic where everyone was stuck inside their houses with not a whole lot to do. And one of the things that I did and 3 of my friends did is we decided, hey, we haven't seen each other in a while. Let's just get on the group chat, get on Facebook Messenger and just, kind of catch up. We discovered that in the years between, us being kids and us being adults, we had remained pretty steadfast readers, and we decided, hey, let's keep this thing going. Let's keep talking to each other, and why don't we just pick a book to read? And we did, and that was in, I want to say, April of 2020, and now it is June of 2024, and we're still going. We did lose one member. He's still alive. He's okay. He's in the army, actually. But the 3 remaining friends, me and my 2 buddies, are still going strong. And, we counted it up a little while ago, and I think we've read upwards of like 25 books at this point. Some big, some small. And it's been really cool. My one friend lives down the street. He's right over there. And then my other friend lives in Sacramento, and he's very far away. But through this book club, it gives us an excuse to talk to each other on a regular basis and socialize and, frankly, use our phones for good. I'm trying to use my phone for good right now, filming this video. So, hopefully, maybe you'll watch this video and it will have the desired effect. But I feel like as an adult, it's really easy to kind of recede into your little hole and not see your friends sometimes, especially if you're caught up with, your wife, your girlfriend, your kids, that kind of thing. But if you have, and this might be a little nerdy, but a regularly scheduled reason to meet your friends, it's good. It helps to maintain that friendship, kind of gets you out of your head, introduces something into your routine that's good for you socially. So that's reason number 1, you get to see your friends. Reason number 2 is that depending on how democratic you want to be about your book club selections, you are likely going to read a bunch of books that you would probably not have read had you not been in a book club. The way we work it is that we just have a rotating circle of picks that we get to do. Right now, we are reading a book that I picked, which is a collection of science fiction and fantasy stories that have kind of an immigrant narrative to them. It's a bunch of different authors. They span all the way from the 1800s to present day. And I don't know if I would have really sought that out on my own had it not been something that I picked for book club. And beyond what you're picking for yourself, you're going to get, at least in my case, 2 other people making choices for you as well. So, we've read science fiction, we've read some contemporary fiction, we've read a collection of feminist short stories. And I should mention, we have kept our book club picks entirely to short story collections. And the reason we've done this, and you might find this helpful too, is that if you're reading a novel, sometimes it can be kind of awkward to just be like, hey, read the next 4 chapters. And then you get to the end of like chapter, 24 or whatever, and you're like, what the fuck? That's a terrible place to stop. And you might want to keep on reading. And so By doing short stories instead, you're giving yourself these little kind of bite-sized pieces of literature to tear through. And it's nice because, when we meet up, we'll usually read 2 or 3, maybe 3 or 4 short stories at a time. And we'll have these like little chunks that we can talk about and discuss, and it makes it really easy. So highly recommend reading short story collections. But yeah, we've read short story collections from authors from a bunch of different countries, a bunch of different time periods, different genres. And it's really cool because, 2/3 of the books that we've gone through, I probably would have never picked on my own to read. And, it's a chance to introduce your friends to stuff that you're interested in too. I feel a little bad because the book I picked that we're reading right now is rather long. And, it's taken us quite a while to get through it. But, to give them credit, the lads are sticking to it, and we're going to get through it eventually. So if you're watching this, boys, thank you. Appreciate it. Reason number 3 you should be in a book club or start a book club with your friends is it can keep you accountable for you and your reading goals. I am someone who sort of loosely keeps up with a reading goal every year. Frankly, I'm much busier now than I was 4 years ago, so I don't read quite as much as I want to. But with that said, just like you guys probably do, I go on to Goodreads and I give myself a goal for the year. Whether I reach that goal or not, who cares? But if you're someone who is really kind of rigid about wanting to reach those goals every year, being in a book club is a great way to at least, get some reading in aside from the stuff you're doing in your personal time. I think on average we've done like 3, 4, or 5 books a year in the time that we've been together, probably more given the total that we've reached. But it's great because if you meet every 2 weeks or once a month and you have a certain amount of pages that you're supposed to get done, unless you're a lame ass and don't read what you're supposed to read, you're going to get it done. And it does hold you accountable to reading those pages. I know for me, I love reading, and I'm sure you do too, but it doesn't mean that reading sometimes doesn't feel like a chore. It totally can. And I think one of the best ways to make reading not feel like a chore is just to do it more, which kind of sounds counterintuitive, but it's just like going to the gym. It's just like eating your veggies. The more you get into a routine with it, the easier it is to do. So having a book club is a perfect way to kind of keep you in rhythm, keep you reading, even when you might not want to. So that's reason number 3. Reason number 4, it makes you hotter. How do you think I got these good looks? Do you think it's by dieting and going to the gym? No, absolutely not. This beautifully crafted facade is all just from reading pages, baby. No, but seriously, I think reading is something that a lot of people find really attractive, and it also gives you some confidence in yourself that like, hey, look at that 900-page book over there. I can eat that up. No problem. But for real, put in your dating profile on Tinder or Hinge that you're in a book club, and think that's going to get you at least a few extra likes. I know it did for me, and now I have a wonderful girlfriend. I have a wonderful girlfriend. Jeez, why can't I say that? I know it worked for me. I have a wonderful girlfriend who also likes to read, and that is one of the things we bond over the most. So if you're looking for a hottie who likes to read, get yourself in a book club. It'll be a lot easier to find one. And to get to our final reason number 5, as to why you should start a book club, I think it's something that encourages other people to read around you. I know for me, reading is a passion, and it's something that I encourage all of my friends and family to do. I think there's a million benefits to reading, and why incorporating that into your life would be a positive change for you if you're someone who doesn't read. And by being in a book club, not only am I sort of keeping my 2 book club buddies accountable for reading and making their lives better, but it gives me something to talk about to my other friends. And, that might be annoying for them. Who knows? Maybe they hate hearing me talk about how much I like reading, but I don't feel bad about that. Everyone should be reading at least a little bit throughout the year, throughout their life. And so being in a book club gives me an excuse to post dumb screenshots of our Facebook Messenger chats on Instagram. And yeah, tell all your friends about it. Maybe they'll think you're cool for being in a book club. Maybe they'll think you're a total dork, but that doesn't matter because you know that it's cool and I know that it's cool. We know that being in a book club is very cool. So keep at it. But anyway, yeah, starting a book club is super easy, especially in the day and age that we're in 2024, and hopefully beyond now too, at least until we hit the end times and we're forced to live without electricity. Whether that's 2025 or further in the future, who knows? We have an election coming up. I'm not excited about it, so we'll see. But with that said, we have Facebook Messenger, you got Discord, you've got FaceTime. There's a million tools at your disposal to get your book club going. And yeah, again, get to see your friends, read books that you wouldn't normally read, keeps you accountable for reading, it makes you hot, and you get to encourage other people to read too. So with that said, get out there, talk to your friends, start a book club, you'll be better for it. Thanks, and check out my other videos. Have a good day. I love you. Have a good day.